This is your brother Uncle Omar. I usually go by Pastor Omar, but I'm on a different mission today. This one, I'm going after the young folk. I'm going after them young people like my sons and daughters' age. They just started college. They're what do they call them? First year students in universities. Now I figure that I need to make sure they have something. Now I think it was episode 5. I have my son and his friend come through, and sometimes from time to time I bring other people into the to this whole thing so we can talk about it. So why this one? Well, I think this is this image behind me. This is behind me. That's my street art. I go around. No, that's my photography. I go around wherever I am, and if I see street art that moves me, I take a picture of it. And I was in downtown DTLA, downtown Los Angeles, and I found this one. I was like, wow, this is beautiful. It's a huge paper. I couldn't even get it all in one shot. It's a huge image, and I just thought it's nice, and among other ones that I have, and it has sort of like this kind of sensual look to it, and I think that's important for us because sometimes when we do studies, we forget about the central part. We forget about that we are sexual beings as well as spiritual beings, and for me, it's all wrapped up in one. So now we're going to Proverbs chapter 7. So this is the first season of Proverbs, the antidote. It's the first season of the antidote, period. I don't know, I may do other antidotes other than Proverbs, but the antidote this time is going to come out of Proverbs. And we are in probably the third portion of a trilogy that the wisdom writers spoke about. And that the wisdom writers were definitely interested in the whole concept of committed relationships. In our culture, we would call it committed relationships. In other cultures, they would call it marriage. And they thought that that it was a contract between a man and a woman to be married. So, and it must have been much more prominent in the other days. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's still prominent today, but it depicts a young prince being taught by a king. So it starts off with words like "my son," and it goes on with this whole concept. So you can imagine a king trying to teach his son what he needs to run the kingdom in the absence of the father. So he's preparing them, getting them ready. And for the past 4 episodes, episode 5, 6, and 7, the past 3 episodes, they all had this theme around the married person and someone getting caught up, a single person, somebody who's not married or could be married, but mostly you can imagine a single person, young person who's just starting out in life and they're experiencing all kinds of things. So let's go take a look. Let's jump into this right now. So if you have your own ancient text, I use for the ancient text, I'm using what they call the Bible. I got a nice one. I don't know if you can see this, but let me change this out. This is mine, and yeah, maybe you can see it. Can you see it now? It's blocking it. You can't really see it, but right there are all my notes and things there that I put on, and I got several of my Bibles here, and all of them got notes around this because this was a major subject for me. One of the ways I was able to make it through Morgan State University as an undergraduate was that I read Proverbs, and I tried to apply them to my life. So let's go. Today I'm switching up the version of the Bible I've been using. I have been using the New International Version, but I think I as a scholar and as a teacher, I love this version because it has all these little notes here. Right here beside it says the chapter begins with the important teaching of the father. Then it focuses on the seduction, first the victim, then the temptress, then the persuasion and the capitulation. The chapter concludes with the deadly results of adultery. Wow, that's a whole introduction right there. You don't have to say a whole lot, but it gives you a preview of what's to come in attraction. So the title of this one is Admonition to Avoid the Wiles of the Adulteress. All right, and so we're gonna get into it. Let's just go on into it. So it says my child. Some version says my son. So it's that young person. Devote yourselves to my words and store up my commands inside yourself. Keep my commands so that you may live, and obey my instructions as your prized possession. Wow. So one thing the ancients really believed in is that knowledge is passed on through generations. They believe that the ancients passed on, the ancestors and the ancients passed on, because before they were ancients, they were ancestors. So before they were ancestors, they were ancients, and then now they passed it down. They wrote it, they put it in books, and passed all this kind of knowledge down to us. But most people don't have contact with this kind of knowledge because they don't. It's just not their thing, And for a while, most of these things that I'm teaching have been hidden away. They haven't been used because they say if you put it in a book, we ain't going to read it. But I say, the devil is a liar. I'm going to read everything that I can get my hands on that enhances my life, So right now, I got my hands on this ancient text because I'm trying to help some young people out. So right now we're talking about the son, the father saying, listen, son, what I'm giving you, this knowledge I'm giving you, you need to value it like your the best bust down you can ever have, like your gold chain, your Jesus piece. I don't know whatever you want to say. You need to make it like your ring, like that diamond ring, that player ring, that pinky ring. You need to make this like that kind of pinky ring that you carry wherever you go. It need to be on your heart. You're gonna find out. We're gonna talk about that. He said, but whatever you do, remember the stuff that your mama and your daddy taught you. And I'm gonna say that too. Some of us, we come from different kind of backgrounds. So your mommy might be another person. It might you might have big mama as your mama, or you might have little mama as your mama. There's all kinds of configurations of families and that thing. But those people whose job and responsibility it is to pass on knowledge and understanding to us, those are the ones that we're trying to connect with. We're trying to make sure that we get that kind of wisdom. It says, whatever they say, you hold on to it. Yeah, whatever you say, you hold on to it. You treasure it. You count it as a major treasure. Like this ring that my mom and dad gave me when I graduated from high school, and that was from college. I got this one from college, 1988. I still got the ring. What we at now was something. We're a long way from 1988, aren't we? But I treasure it because my parents gave it to me. But I also treasure a whole lot of other things, the knowledge and wisdom of other things that my parents taught me. And one of the things they taught me was that there's a time and place for everything, and you got to know the difference. I passed that on to my nephew, and we keep on passing these kind of teachers down. So one of the things we want to get right out the bat, that devote yourselves to my words and store up my commands inside of you. Put it in your heart. You memorize it. Keep my commands so that you may live, and obey my instructions as your most prized possession. That's what I'm talking about, that Jesus piece. All right? Bind them on your forearm. Some versions say, bind them like a ring on your hand. Whatever you do, bind this knowledge up. Keep it on. What would be, the equivalent of bind it? Make a tattoo out of it. Make sure that you put the tattoo of these principles and leaders. That would probably be the closest thing to our time. Bind them on the forearm. Write them on the tablet of your heart. Now, sometimes we used to have tablets. My son still carries a tablet right now, but we don't have tablets much anymore. But I think my iPad is here somewhere. That's the new tablet. Put it in your tablet. We don't gotta remember anything. We take a picture of that. Put it in your tablet. Put this information, this knowledge, these things that I'm dropping down. Jot notes on it and put it inside your in your tablet or your whatever kind of thing, your memory device. Put it somewhere so that you can look at it all the time, so you can hold it. You always gonna hold your phone in your hand, so you might want to put it in your phone somewhere. Bind it. That's what it's trying to say to you. That what I'm trying to give you, these things I'm trying to teach you, I want you to put them in. I want you to prize them. Bind them on the foreheart. Say to wisdom, you are my sister. Now it said, remember early in our discussion in these wisdom books, ancient wisdom books, they said that wisdom is personified, or wisdom is made or pretended to be like a woman. and like a pretty bold woman who goes out in the street and try to get everybody to buy her wares, to take advantage of her in a positive way. She got knowledge, wisdom, understanding. So and I say that wisdom, that wisdom, that personified wisdom as a woman is also God. Yeah, God. Because God is neither male nor female. So, sometimes we depict God as the multi-breasted one as a woman. Sometimes we depict God or as a mother hen. He said, I would that I was like a mother hen. I take you under my wings and just hold you. It's that kind of stuff that we're talking about. So wisdom is personified as a woman. But then the opposite of wisdom is also personified as a hoe, as a prostitute. For real. You're going to see that in the text. You think I'm playing, right? You think I'm just joking. You didn't even know hoes are in the Bible. Prostitutes, yeah, they there. This stuff has been around a long time. They say that's the oldest profession in the world is prostitution. I don't know, but I think it might just be. For real. All right. So then here we go. It says, keep this wisdom I have. Say to wisdom, you are my sister. And call understanding your close relative. Another one said, call understanding your friends with benefits. Call understanding your intimate friend. So you want to get wisdom, knowledge. You want to get knowledge. You want to get wisdom. You want to get knowledge. You want to get understanding and wisdom. Why did I hesitate on that? Because knowledge is different. Knowledge is facts and information. You want to get knowledge, right? That's something that we can pretty much attain. Then you want to get understanding of how the knowledge is important. It doesn't help you to know too much about how far the distance. What's the distance from the sun to the earth? 93 million miles. I know that just because I was trained in this kind of teaching where it taught us how these facts, but I didn't understand the meaning behind them. So once you get knowledge, you want to get some understanding. Usually the human and other people give you understanding. The elders are. But then on top of the understanding, you want some wisdom. So there's a progression. We want knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. A lot of times we want wisdom, knowledge, and wisdom, understanding, and knowledge, but we don't know there's a progression on this thing. You know enough about the world now, because you're listening to this, you know enough about the world now. Now it's time for you to get some understanding about how the world is. Everybody who's turned 50 years old or older, you got some understanding now. Because one thing I discovered, once you turn 50, you get new eyes. And I'm not talking about just some new frames. You get new way of perspective. You start to understand what's going on. Now we pass on that understanding to the young folk who are around us. So that's why we have to have these communities. I'm calling them the beloved communities. If we don't have communities of people around each other, somebody's going to miss it. That young person's not going to have access to the understanding. And then what we want to do is have, especially the people who have understanding, that they begin to exercise wisdom. That they begin to ask the Creator for wisdom to know what to do with what they know now. So right now, some of my people who are my crew, I know we got the gray hair. I don't want to be looking like a grizzly old man, but they say a hoary head is a crown on those people who love God. So I wear my crown proudly. I'm not dying it. I'm not denying it. I might shape it a little bit different. I might put a little bit of hair oil or stuff like that to make it different. But I proudly wear it because it's a crown on the righteous person. But it's an irritant to the people. Let me stop right there. I'm not here to talk about gray hair. I'm just saying that there is a process of wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and wisdom. And that's all we get. So we hear wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That's out of order. And that's why I couldn't get it out straight. So now you got the order. Now you know what's going on. Here we go. It says, say to wisdom, you want to be so intense in tune with wisdom, and you got to ask. God said, if any of you lack knowledge, lack wisdom, lack knowledge, ask and I will give it to you. So we need to ask God now to ask for some steps of wisdom. So it said, so that they may keep you from the adulterous women. If you have these laws and principles that your parents taught you, your elders taught you. If you have these laws and principles in you, and you're living according to these laws and principles, most of the stupid stuff that happened in the world won't happen to you. It'll happen to the fools who have not come in contact, or first it'll happen to the fools, those, especially the fools who have not acknowledged that there is a God, a great I am that is. There's a creator. I don't care what you want to call him, Allah, call him Yahweh, call him Jah. I don't care what you call him. Just know that he is the whatever that the spirit is the great creator of the universe, and we want to call on him. Ask that great spirit, give me knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. I'm asking the great spirit to help me to improve this production as we go forward. I'm basically a one-man show. I'm putting it up, taking this, doing this, putting the music, putting the lighting, all that kind of stuff. But I'm doing it now so that when I have a crew of people doing it, I will also know what I want to see and what I want to have happen. And I know the day is coming when I'll have a crew. But right now, you said, despise not humble beginnings. And right now, we're at the very beginning of this thing, understanding that we need to be careful and be very mindful of this particular character that keeps showing up in this trilogy, chapter 5, chapter 6, and chapter 7. And this character is the adulterous woman. Let me see what this thing says. Or it says Hebrew, it's the strange woman. It notes, it says, it's identical with something that's in Proverbs chapter 2:16. All right. So this strange adulterous woman, this woman who does not keep covenant, this woman who's loudmouth, boisterous, talking always in and out, always in the club, always in the mall, always in the streets, and never, every time they get home, they can't hardly sit down because they back out trying to figure out who they gonna get, who they gonna snare, who they gonna get to give them some eggplant some kind of way. Some people, they just want the eggplant. They don't want anything else but the eggplant. Whatever. So I want to encourage you to be wise. Now I'm focusing on the man because primarily this has been directed toward the men of society. But there are some gigolos out there who have designed to get you in a situation that you are paying for what they're doing. Yeah. So, and some people pay. We learned last time it's better to be fooling around with a prostitute than to be messing with somebody else's husband or wife. And we hoping that prostitute ain't married. Golly. Lord have mercy. Anyway, let's keep going. This adulterous person, they trying to keep you from this person so you don't get caught up. It says from the adulterous woman, from the loose woman. Let's see what this one is. I think this is also strange woman. So it's still, both of these are strange. But one they call her adulterous because she's a covenant breaker. The other thing, she's strange because she ain't got morality. But she uses a special tool. She uses a special tool. Look, these people, this adulterous spirit that comes in male and female, they use a special tool to get you. They use the rap game, and I'm not talking about just the rap that come on the radio. But although that's part of that rap, it seems like it's today. But what they use, they use this thing called flattery. They use words that just mess with a person's mind. Actually, I think I looked up the word flattery just so we can get an idea of what that word might mean. Flattery. You know, I love flattery. But the thing is that my love for flattery might get me in a situation where I might get caught up. And I think that's why they're trying to tell us. That we need to be very, very mindful of this kind of thing. Now, I said the word is flattery we want to look at right now. Here's the word flattery. Flattery means the act or practice of flattering. What? I still don't know what flattery is because I don't know what give me some help. And that's why I love this dictionary. She uses the art of flattery, that's a sentence, to her advantage. All right, let's see what flattery is, or flattering is. It's an adjective. It's marked by flattery, such as showing or expressing grateful, gratifying respect or admiration. Now, that's the part I like. I like for people to show gratifying, respectful admiration of me. But there's another part of flattery that can be over the top. And here it is. Excessively or insincere complimentary. Ooh, girl, you so fine. You like fine wine. You know, you talking all this kind of stuff. You know, all kinds of stuff. You know what the brothers put down. You know what the sisters put down. And the job is this, helping to enhance attractiveness, maybe. But the whole thing is about excessive, insincere compliments. You just keep on talking about it. They use it flattery. Oh girl, you this. Oh girl, you that. You look so good. You smell so fine. I'm talking about. So one of the tools of the enemy is to use stuff that you want to hear to get you in a compromising situation. I know now the men are mad at me. You know why? Because I just told the secret. I just told how a lot of them, they master the art of rap. I'm gonna call it rap because that's what some people do. They got so much game. They be spitting so much game at a person that and then now they spit game at them. But if they have a bag too, it's over. Bruh, I don't care how much she says she love you. Sometimes them people got the words, them beautiful flowery words, and a bag, and you got a little bag, and they got a big bag. The only thing that's gonna save you is God in that woman that you have. Because other than that, she gone. That's just the way it's set up. So we need to understand that. That's why big bag take little bag. Big game take little game, you know. So but that's all a part of that. And I know that's why I'm calling this Uncle Omar kind of presentation. This is not the Pastor Omar, because the Pastor Omar try to be politically correct and do it all that. Don't you know? But I'm trying to help somebody out here. Somebody who this message, this is for that person who's on the edge. They know about church, but they right there on the edge, and they need to hear something that makes some doggone sense instead of just a whole bunch of I'm gonna die and go to heaven stuff. I said it. Yeah, I did. This is Uncle Omar. This is not Pastor Omar talking about it. Here we go. So these things, what this wisdom is going to do is going to keep you from this adulterous woman, going to keep you from this strange woman who got strange ways. She's strange. She ain't committed to nobody. She's just out there in them streets and messing up. They use flattery. And they who said from the loose women who has flattered you with her words for the wit. She says, now this is just here. I'm gonna stop right there because this next section is going into like a description of something. And let me work with the imagery, and then we can just read through it quickly. The imagery is like this. This is like wisdom. Looking through, you know, you ever see those gates that, like, you know, they made, you know, like they're wooden gates and they crisscross and you can see through the gates. But so this is like a lattice. That's what a lattice is like. They're looking through a window and looking down in the street in the city, right? Because they got this high-rise kind of situation, and they can look down and see what's going on. And they see this young brother. I mean, he is green as wheatgrass, like green. I mean, I'm talking about that dark green that they use to put in that drink so you can drink it. That kind of green, just right out of this. But he's out there, and they see him walking around doing something. Now, in the previous episodes, we talked about not getting caught up, and one way to not get caught up is not to have proximity to the house or the neighborhood of your weakness. Or that person who just got you. If you got a weakness for hoes, don't go down Figueroa. If you're in Lord, don't go on the strip. If you got a weakness for that, you stay far away from it. How about go to church somewhere or go somewhere? But we get ready to talk about this church hoe. I told you this is Uncle Omar. We're gonna talk about this church hoe because she loves going to church. She loves doing religious stuff, but she's still going to get her swerve on, and especially when her husband is not home, or especially when not her husband, especially when his wife is out of town. Oh, and when she go on them long trips, those business trips, she gotta be gone for 2 weeks, 14 days, 30 days. Oh, it's on and popping for the simpleton, for the person who don't have any sense. Who doesn't have discernment. that covenant keeping is good, and that you should not try to put your marriage at risk like that. All right. But this dude right here, look what it said. Now I get you the background. Now you can see what's going on. It said, for at the window of my house, through my window lattice, I looked out and saw among the naive. The naive, that's the simpleton. Look at naive, the simpleton. This naive young man or woman who lacks wisdom is one of the simpletons. It says, lacking keen judgment, one void of common sense or understanding. He is young, inexperienced, and featherbrained. He just downright stupid. But he out there, he think he know it all. You know, he got a couple of years up under his belt, so he out there. And he instead of running away from trouble, he out there looking around to see what he can get into. And it says that wisdom, I discern among the youth a young man who lacked sense, didn't have any common sense. He didn't have a mind. He wasn't working with his mind properly. He didn't have any discernment or wisdom or good sense. He saw somebody who was just green, right? He said that simpleton, that stupido was passing by the street near her corner. Whose corner? Yeah, I know, the adulterous corner. Wait a minute. Wait till we see a little bit. Wait till we see what I'm talking. You thought I was kidding with you, right? So this young guy is out there in them streets, somewhere in the neighborhood where this loose woman is, this strange woman, this woman who got these words that can just got him all caught up. She talked to him on the phone. Now, you know, I don't know if it was only friends. I don't know how he got the number, but now he out there looking for her. He going toward her house now. He was passing by the street near her corner, making his way along the road to her house in the twilight, the evening, in the dark of night. Now, now, see, people, the person who don't really know about God and how God works, he said the darkness and the light are both alike to him. So you thinking just because it's night, it's twilight, it's at the end of the day, maybe nobody's out, nobody see you, maybe they see the little church boy trying to sneak up over somebody's house, and they be like, just because it's night, or in the neighborhood, they don't think they're gonna be seen. But God sees it all. And wisdom is the witness in your spirit, in your breath. Look, it says this, that in this so-called clandestine, in the night kind of thing, in the twilight, that's just between daylight and evening, in the dark of night, he been out there long enough to get dark. Suddenly, it just says suddenly, like all of a sudden, introduce a dramatic sense of immediately to the narrative. As suddenly, she was.
Sorry, I'm still not sure about that.
I'm not talking to you, Siri. Suddenly.
Okay.
Suddenly, a woman came out to meet him. She was dressed like a prostitute and with a secret intent. Hold up, wait a minute. All of a sudden, while this guy is out there looking like a stupido, she might have been in the penthouse too, looking down the street like, who can I get? I want some eggplant tonight. I want to have an orgy tonight. I want to just get into this thing tonight. And she sees him suddenly, and she says, not only does she got him there by the words, right? Got him in the neighborhood by the words, but now she's coming out with the sight game. They say men, especially men, they say that we are visual. That's why this Victoria's Secret makes a whole lot of money, because especially men like to see women with lingerie and stuff like that. And Uncle Omar is one of them. Oh yeah, thank God. I still got eyes. So, because I'm a visual person. So sometimes I could be on Pinterest all day long. I shouldn't even talk to y'all like that. Y'all got your own. Y'all could be on, what is that thing y'all be on? TikTok or what's that, Instagram or whatever it is, whatever things that give you all these visual images, Flickr, Twitter, there's a whole bunch of stuff out there that can get you all caught up, get you seeing. So we know that we can be visual. This sister come out dressed like a hoe. Now, I don't know what a hoe dress like, but I think you know what. I think you know what a prostitute dress like. I think you know, man. And now it's getting down to the men. I saw this dude with some pencil tight pants and the creases of his eggplant showing. It was just crazy. So I'm like, what are we doing? We're advertising our bodies rather than our mind. We just put on Front Street everything, and we put everything in this. And the ancients knew this was coming and gave us the warnings and said she coming out dressed like a hoe, a prostitute. And just in case you don't know what a prostitute is, some of y'all so green, y'all don't know what a prostitute is, y'all don't know what a hoe is. But if you don't know, I looked up the word just in case. I see my fingers running a little bit slow, but it can show me. Look, here's the word right here, prostitute. A prostitute is someone to offer of sexual intercourse in exchange for money. So a prostitute is a person who offers sexual intercourse. Marvin Gaye might call it sexual healing. But offers this sexual intercourse in exchange for pay. You give me this, I'll give you this. You know what I'm talking about, right? So that's what it's and that person usually is devoted to the corruption, whatever. But now you know what I'm talking about. When I talk about hoe, I'm talking about gigolo. That's a male hoe. I'm talking about these people who offer sex for money, right? And this person right here came dressed like that. Now you know how the regular sisters are dressing now. I don't know what a prostitute might look like in this day. And I don't even know what a prostitute. You know what? I'm gonna stop lying. I know what a prostitute looks like in this day, and they be looking like I'm putting it all out here, so you have no need to try to imagine what it's gonna look like, right? We know what I'm talking about. So it says she came out suddenly, all of a sudden. While you got your mind in the gutter, she shows up right there to give you what you want. She's dressed like a prostitute, and but you don't know she got a secret intent. She got a secret. She got, and it's like she got a plan for you, buddy. She got everything set up so that she can go get this thing, cause she is so lawless, so just out there that she wanna have this. I told you she wanna have this. She's a freak. She wanna have this party at the house. And look, you don't even believe me. I know you don't, but let's look at what the scriptures say. First of all, one of the things you know, she's a schemer. She dressed like a hoe. She talked like honey, right? Then it says she's loud and rebellious. And I know you've seen them. Thought, what? Who said that? Thought? I don't know. But they loud. They always talking up, always trying to make themselves seen by what they saying. Loud and rebellious. You know, they don't care. They gonna give you the finger all day long because they got that, middle finger kind of attitude. You know what I'm saying? They're loud and rebellious. She does not remain at home. She don't know how to take her behind home and go sit herself down and pray for God to give her what she need or prepare herself while her husband away to get things better in the situation. She instead of improving her life, she out there trying to ruin somebody else's life. Did you hear what I said? And there are still people out here with this design. They're not bold with it like anymore because somebody might have, like me, might have schooled you the game, so they may not be as bold with it, but they got a plan for you. And look, now you see they got the scent thing going, they got the vision, they got the word thing going in your ear, they got the sight thing going in here, and then they're going a little bit even more. Watch what's getting ready to happen right here. It says that she ain't at home, she's out in the mall, she's out in the plazas, and on every corner she lies wait. Everywhere there are people that she got her happy hips, he got his happy hips over there trying to catch. And it said, so she grabbed him, went into his space, and did what? Kissed him. Now she's breaking him down. She's now she's breaking into his space. And I can imagine, oh God, I can imagine Can you imagine what kind of kiss that was? With the energy she's gonna bring with that kiss is gonna be, and she tell me just kiss him on the ear, just get get him on the neck, just get her, just get nibbling, get the moving, getting them the sexual in, cause she's on a mission to get what she want to get, and she gonna get it from whoever she can get it from. And tonight, it might be this simpleton. I hope it ain't you. Now it won't be you because you found this before you got there. God have mercy on you and let you get this. So she kissed him, and with bold expression, I looked that up. That was something like a bold face. She was, she just was brazen with it. She said to him, "I have meat from my peace offerings at home. Today I have fulfilled my vows." Now let me tell you what I discovered. It's been bothering me. I'm like, what in the heck is this meat? I have something for my peace offering. What I did was I looked in the scripture and I found that in somewhere in Leviticus, it talked about, I don't know the exact address of it right now, but in Leviticus it talked about, let me see if I can find it. Leviticus 7, chapter 7, verse 12 and 17, it talked about this thing called the peace offering, right? And what it said is that people volunteer to bring some meat or some food, they bring a whole bounty and dedicate that to God, right? And then what you're supposed to do with it is after that, you leave a portion of it there for the priest, then you take a portion of it back to your house and you have to eat it. It depends on what offering it is. Sometimes you have to eat it within 24 hours. Sometimes you have to eat it within 2 days, because on the third day you're supposed to burn it. So when she says to this dude this, look, she's speaking his language. This is the church hole that I told you about. I told you she was coming. So she's in the church, she's in the temple, she's in the mosque, she's in the synagogue, doing her religious duties, whatever that might be. She might be burning candles, she might be, putting the communion table out. I don't know what you're doing. Or he might be, he might be the deacon. I don't know what he do. But these church hoes, right? They go and do the religious stuff. They pay tithes. They do all that kind of stuff so they can look good before humans, and maybe so they can ease their conscience. I don't know why they do it. Why they have this whole farce going on, this false narrative. But they do it, right? And then right after that, then they gonna get busy. It ain't even, the sun probably barely getting down and they're already out in them streets trying to get something going, right? So it's like that kind of thing. And this is what this person said. So she said, "I have meat from my peace offering at home. Today I have fulfilled my vow." And so I told you that it's a time limit. You got to eat that food in a certain amount of time. It's going to be good because you prepared it as an offering to God, right? But you got to eat that quick. You can't leave it out. It depends on which one. Sometimes you got to eat it within 24 hours. Other times you got, like I said, 48 hours. But on the third day, you got to get rid of it. Now, so she's trying to put the pressure on the dude, say, "Come on, man, I got the party set. I got everything you need. I got food, I got wine, I got everything you need. Oh, you want a little tutu? I got that too. I got everything you need. I got some reefer, got some herb, got some spliffs. I got everything you need at the house. I made my offering and I have everything, and I'm ready. I'm ready for you. Today I fulfilled my vows. That is why I came out to meet you, to look for you." So she said her reason, because she got all this food, she got everything here, her husband not there, she want to have an orgy, she want to have a party, a night of sexual seduction, whatever it is, She wanted to be intoxicated in love. You don't believe me, but I'm gonna show you in a minute. So she said to him, "I have this meat. I came out looking for you. I'm looking for you. I found you. Come on. Now, here's them flattery words again, right? I found you." She already kissed him, already got him moving in the right direction that she wanted him to go, right? And then she tells him this: "I have spread my bed."
I didn't understand that.
I'm not talking to you, Siri. "I have spread my bed with elegant coverings." I'm talking about them 300 thread sheets. Look, with rich colored fabric from Egypt. That was the world power at that time. So she's talking about the crust of the crust. She's talking about the high end bed stuff because she got some money. Her husband got bag and she got bag. She got some money. She got his money, right? And she said, I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. I don't know what your flavor is, but she got the exact kind of, look, cinnamon and all that kind of stuff she got, that smells spicy. It smells good. So she got the room, she got everything. She got the burnt candles going on. He got the candles going on. He got the right kind of music. He set the scene. She planning to get busy tonight. And it says this. She says, come, drink deeply of love making until the morning. What in the heck is that? It means to be saturated. It means to be drunk with love. Come, be drunk in love. Come drunk with love and making love all night. Now I was trying to figure out what it is. This Hebrew word for love is dod. It means physical love or love making. It's found frequently in the Psalms. So this talking about all the positions, the Kama Sutra, everything you can think of. She coming with it. She got the food, she got the wine, she got the smell good, she got the bed, she got the nice satin sheets. She got everything that a person he can ever imagine, right? And she got them. She's drawing them too. Cause look what it says here. Look what it says here. And just in case you think that I know you heard that, I know I'm married, but guess what? That man ain't home. My wife ain't here. Let's delight ourselves with drunken pleasures. For look, my husband, my spouse, my committed one is not at home. And not only is he not at home, she's not at home, they have gone on a journey for some distance and have taken a bag of money with them and will not return until the end of the month. Gone until September. She turned him. Look, did you hear all that stuff that she got going? She putting the wham wham on him. I mean, he putting the whammy whammy on her. He putting so much on it. He gonna get them draws. Oh Lord, off maybe tonight. Tonight, this is what they're going for, right? It's that kind of stuff. Did you know this kind of stuff was in the Bible? I bet you didn't. Because you all pruny. I mean, I don't know what. I don't know. Maybe you have a pastor, an uncle like me who can teach you and give you some insight about what this actual stuff means, right? So she turned to him she turned him aside and said with persuasion. All of a sudden, look what it says. He's starting to walk toward her house. Like maybe this is an opportunity I would never have again. Maybe I need to go after that. So with her persuasion, with all the stuff she said, with her smooth talk, and with her enticing him, because she knows she wants him. She knows she's bad. She bad. She a dime piece for real. She knows she got it going on. Even if she bought it, it's hers. She own it, right? Or even if he bought it, he own it. He got it. He know what's going on. So here we go again. Look, I'm gonna get back out of here. We almost done with this account. It says, and suddenly he was gone. That meant that suddenly gives a vivid picture that depicts an inner change in the man. She had turned him and been enticing him along, but he was still like an ox, deciding whether to really follow the call after turning its direction. Then suddenly, like a switch had been thrown inside, he goes on under his own willpower, just like a dumb ox, a dumb cow, a bull, just like a dog on a leash. Suddenly, this is why I'm trying to get you. I want you to have so much wisdom in you that suddenly wisdom come to you, rather than suddenly a switch is turned on to you and then there's no stopping. You ain't turning back to save your life, because now you caught up. Now you're sprung. Now you want it so bad you can smell it. Now you want it so bad you can taste it. You can feel it. You just know what's going on. So here it is right here, my friend. Here it is right here. Because here's what happens. it said suddenly he was going after like an ox goes to the slaughter, and like a stag prancing into the trapper's snare, until an arrow pierces his liver, and like a bird hurrying into a trap, he does not know that it will cost him his life. Let's think about that for a minute. What are you talking about, Uncle O? That once that thing went off in his head, in her head, that she got to have it, all the persuasion, all that stuff did it, and then it went out of his reason. It went from his rational mind to his libido. It went to that beast-like mentality. It went into that. I'm just gonna get it and quit it. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna get this party on tonight. I have never had an offer like this. I'm going for it. So you see, what happened was he did not know. It says, wait a minute, before I go there, it says this. He says that it said that it's like he got pierced in his liver. That's one of those inner organs. And back in the ancient times, they felt like inner organs had to do with your mind, with your intellect. He didn't know it was going to take his life away. Now, what life are you talking about? Did it kill him? No, I think he lived, but he was never the same again. Look what it talked about. Let me see. It might be on there. Let me see. Maybe it's here. Let's see. The figure of an arrow piercing the liver implied comparison may refer to the pangs of a guilty conscience that the guilty must reap, along with the spiritual and physical ruin that follows. It's saying that he was jacked up from that time on. It's saying that from once he had that encounter with that man's wife, that thing blew his mind, and then he was hooked. He wanted her, even when the husband was back. He hooked, and she knows she got him. She knows she got him on the string. She playing him like a puppy, just playing him. And now he got a guilty conscience because he know he ain't right. You know, now he ain't pristine. He not that young virgin, uncontaminated soul anymore. Now he got the contamination that he slept with another man's wife. He broke a covenant. So what he's done to others, it's likely it can be done to him. His life, he doesn't even know it at the beginning of it, but his life is ruined from that time forward. He'll always be an adulterer. He'll always be somebody who slept with another man's wife. He'll always be something that didn't use discipline and didn't understand. She'll always be, an adulterer, a covenant breaker. Always be considered, like a slut, a hoe. Let that sink in. The thing ruins your life. It says it's like, how did it say? It was like until the arrow pierces his liver, like a bird hurrying to a trap. He does not know that it will cost him his life. The expression that is for over his life means that it could cost him his life. It could actually mean he dies. Alternatively, it could the line can refer to moral corruption and social disgrace rather than physical death. But this would not rule out physical death too. Because what if he did all that, and after it was over, she told him she got AIDS or some other venereal disease that you can't, herpes, I don't know, something that you can't get rid of easily with a penicillin shot. And now, not only have you done that, you messed up that covenant relationship. Now you got something that you're dealing with in your body because you picked up some chlamydia or some whatever. You got something now going on. You don't know. Because if she did that, if she's doing that with you, I'm sure she did it before. You just the victim now. So you don't know what you got. So now, you doesn't know that it's going to cost him his life. So now, this is my strong warning. This is the King's strong warning. This is Uncle Omar's strong warning. Listen to me, please, and pay attention to the words I'm speaking right now. And do not let your heart turn aside to the ways of this seductress hoe, this prostitute, this immoral person. Do not wander into her pathway. Don't let you going and getting some head in the streets be something that you're gonna be doing on a regular basis for pay. I'm gonna cut into somebody's business. Somebody's gonna be mad at me. Don't take your paycheck, making it rain, sliding up the crack of somebody's. It might be a fine, beautiful, twerking behind. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. I'm asking you, would you please gain some sense? Making it rain in the club is I don't know. I just could never do it. I just could never do it. I ain't spending my money like that. Now, did I see it? Yeah, I saw it. But I realized that I can't handle that. I can't be sitting up there because I'm gonna want to touch something. I'm gonna want to get a little bit more than that. So I need not to be teasing myself or taking myself to a place I don't need to be. And my sister, my friend, now they got the things for the men and the women. I'm encouraging you. Stay away from those houses where they can get you all caught up. Don't let your heart turn aside to those ways. Do not wander in that pathway. Don't start down that street. For this attitude, this person with this adulterous, this skanky, this sex him up, this crazy attitude that brought down a whole bunch of people. It says, has brought down many fatally wounded. And that fatally wounded means it killed them. It might have killed their reputation, it might have killed their business, it might have killed their life, it might have killed their marriage. Something gonna die. It's a fatal wound. And all those she has slain are many. Her house is the way to the grave, going down to the chambers of death. That's it. I'm done. I hope this was beneficial to you. Now you get an idea why I had this sister up here. She's symbolic. I don't want you to get caught up. God forbid. So Father, I thank you today. I'm asking for that you bless the young people who hear this message, the older people. I don't care who gets it. I pray that you would give them the victory. That if they caught up, that they will turn around and agree with you that your way is better. And that they would do everything in their power to get aligned with God and the Holy Spirit and the Christ and get on that fresh path, that new path. I pray that they each will gain some, what did I say? Knowledge, understanding, and wisdom. And when all you're getting, it said get wisdom, get an understanding. Well, as I always say, keep your hands clean. What is that? Let me explain it today. Keep your hands clean. That's your action. That's what you do. Keep your hands clean and your heart pure. That's what you think. Keep loving, true, righteous stuff in your head. Keep your hands clean and your heart pure. You cannot go wrong with that. That might even get you into the afterlife in a wonderful position. Peace and blessings. This is Uncle Omar.